Hello guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. So this is Richard Pinoy Nurse here in Singapore. So for my today's content guys, of course I'm going to defend senior nurses because in my previous content, right, I posted about the challenges of new nurses on how they're being treated by senior nurses. So now I'm going to share what are the common complaints of senior nurses to their new nurses. So before that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel. So I made a list again regarding this. What are the problems of these new nurses? So first in my list is, I realize new nurses nowadays are very sensitive. So whenever you tell them, you need to be mindful that this generation are quite sensitive. Okay, so this is something that I've heard from my colleagues. So yeah, second, new nurses nowadays or those locally or international, some are don't have initiative to learn, don't have initiative to, like, they will come on the time, on the dot, or I mean, like, example is like, already you're struggling to pass your confirmation, but however, you didn't do anything to catch up. I mean, when you go home, you never study or anything. So this is what they notice, especially for international nurses. Some international nurses, like for example in the Philippines, they are not so used of bedside care, nursing bedside care. So they thought they are being bullied by the senior nurses because they are asked to change diaper, feed the patient. So actually here in Singapore, we do everything. We take care of the patient holistically. So from head to toe. So it's like basic needs, we also do. Basic needs of the patient. I mean, basic care needs of the patient, we also help the patient. So yeah, that's second in my list. Third, second in my list again, they find it like new nurses, no initiative. So third in my list, like, I think it's the same with no initiative. They don't take things seriously. Some international nurses, by the way, like, they thought they are still playing. They didn't know that actually they are really working already. I think maybe that's the reason. Like, they feel like they're still in honeymoon stage. So this is one of the common complaints from new nurses. Common complaints of senior nurses to their new nurses. So that is third in my list. Fourth in my list is, oh yeah, this is quite common for those international nurses, like those who got high experience, example in Philippines, India, Myanmar, like those senior already in their home country, then they come here in Singapore, they become junior. So some of these international nurses are the ego is very high, they don't want to be corrected, they thought they all know everything, to the point that they are, maybe the word is, they are very proud of themselves. But however, actually, if you assess them, actually they don't know what they are doing. So yes, sometimes for those who have high experience in their home country, I mean, you need to be humble, and you need to know that you are new in this country, so there's a difference on workflows, on how we do things here. So yep, this is one of very common complaint of senior nurses to their new nurses. Okay, fifth, I think it's the same thing. Like language barrier. Language barrier is always there. They said new nurses nowadays, they cannot understand what they are talking about. So actually, I was thinking, shall SNB also like include IELTS and OET to be part of qualification for international nurses? I'm not sure if really need. Do you think so? So anyways, I'm not saying that I'm good in English, but I realize also language is very important. I mean, the communication is very important. So because end up, you both of you will not understand each other. So these are the common complaint of new senior nurses to their new nurses. So to sum up, yeah, very sensitive, no initiative. They think like they're still playing, and some of new nurses, ego is very high, and yep. Lastly is the language barrier. So for my conclusion, both sides got always challenges lah. If you're new nurses, you will always complain about your senior nurses. Yes, if a senior nurse, you complain about your new nurses. So I believe that these two need to work together closely, and they need to be open. They need to have an open communication, discussion, and what are the expectations from both of them. So if they have this kind of thinking, I believe the transition will be quite smoothly, and hopefully the people surrounding also will help each other. So I think that's it for my content today. Bye bye.